Hey guys, how you doing? Ron Raymond here from the Raymond Report with your free NBA basketball previews and prediction for Friday. It is February 24th. Hope you have yourself a good start to your friendly Friday. As always, don't forget to subscribe to our channel by tapping that notification bell in the top right hand corner, or hit the subscribe button below this video if you are using a mobile device. Today's podcast is brought to you by your good friends right here at ATSStats.com. Don't forget, you want to try out the free Raymond Report Lite version. All you got to do is go to the website ATSStats.com, go to NBA, free NBA stats, and you will get the free Raymond Report Lite version. In fact, today we're going to give you a complimentary game today on the game involving Atlanta and Cleveland. This is the full Raymond Report, and I'll get to that in just a few minutes. If you go to the website today, I did a article on NBA forecasting the next 30 days, and you want to check out what I got, all the analytics to show you guys here for the next 30 days involving the favorites, underdogs, over-unders, and the point spread in NBA. It's all right here on the website, ATSStats.com. 30 days betting forecast. You want to check that out. In fact, here's a little pearl right here. Did you know in the last 30 days, NBA favorites have won 68.5% of their games? But you'll have to check the article to see how they did against the point spread right here at ATSStats.com. All right, let's get to your 8 NBA action here today. You got the New York Knicks coming off 8 days rest. They're on a 3-game win streak. They're a 1-point favorite tonight in Washington. And looking at the over-under on this game, 225 is the total. We're going to lean with the home underdog, and that's the Washington Wizards. 114 to 113, the over-under, landing on 227.7, and we're going to give the Wizards a 62.5% chance of winning. Looking at the New York Knicks, prior to the All-Star break, they are 6-4 straight up and against the number. Same thing for the Wizards. Should be a good one tonight in D.C. Cleveland Cavaliers coming off that loss yesterday to the Joker and the Denver Nuggets. In fact, the line tonight in Atlanta, -1 is the line. 225.5 is the total, and we're going to lean with the home team in this one. 113 to 112, the over-under at 226.03. So we do like it to go over the total of 225.5. And looking at the Atlanta Hawks coming off a loss prior to the All-Star break, 122 to 108. 101 was the final, and they are coming in on a 2-game straight up in ATS losing streak. Same thing for the Cavaliers. In fact, Cavs have lost now 3 games against the point spread. Miami Heat taking on the Milwaukee Bucks. The Bucks, the 1.5-point favorite tonight. 218 is the total, and we're going to go the Bucks by 3 tonight. 110 to 107, the over/under at 217.6. So we do like this game to stay under the total, and we're going to give Milwaukee a 51.5% chance of winning. And the Bucks, hottest team in the NBA, on a 12-game win streak, while the Miami Heat, they're on a 2-game losing streak, and also lost their last 2 against the point spread. In their last game, which was 8 days ago, they were coming off a 116-105 loss to the Brooklyn Nets. Charlotte Hornets taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves. The T-Wolves, a 6.5-point favorite tonight. 243 is the total, and we are going to lean with Mini in this one. 125 to 117, the over-under at 242.6. So we do like this one to go under the total, and we're going to give the T-Wolves a 75% chance of winning on the Raymond Report Law of Average theory. And for the Charlotte Hornets, 24.4. Brooklyn Nets taking on the Chicago Bulls. The Bulls, a 1.5-point favorite here this evening. 225 is the total and a half. And we're going to lean with the Chicago Bulls, your Chicago Bulls. 112 to 109, the over-under at 221.8. So we do like this one to stay under the total of 225.5. And we're going to give the Bulls, who are coming in on a 6-game losing streak, a 56.3% chance of winning, and compared to 29.5 for Brooklyn. Brooklyn, prior to the All-Star break, 5-5 straight up, 7-3 against the point spread, and 70% of their last 10 games have gone over the total. The Phoenix Suns hosting the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Thunder losing yesterday to the Utah Jazz by 1. 120-119 was the final. Phoenix Suns, 7.5-point favorite here tonight in the desert. 230.5 is the total, and we're going to go with the Phoenix Suns, who are 7-3 straight up in their last 10 games. 122 to 111, the over-under at 234.2. So we do like it to go over the total, and we're going to give Phoenix an 86.2% chance of winning the game tonight. Houston Rockets taking on the Golden State Warriors. The Warriors losing last night to the Lakers, 124-111. They're a touchdown and a field goal favorite tonight against the Rockets, and we are going to go with Golden State in this one. 119-109, the over-under at 229.4. And looking at the Golden State Warriors now riding a 2-game losing streak, while the Houston Rockets on a 7-game slide. Sacramento taking on the LA Clippers. The Kings coming off a win last night in Portland, 133-116, or I believe that game was in Sacramento. Portland or Sacramento, I can't remember. But anyways, all we do know is they did lose that game. And you know what? I'll get to that in just 1 second to let you know, because now I want to know, right? LA Clippers, a 6.5 point favorite. 118 is the forecast here. 113 for Sacramento. So we do have the Clippers. Prior to the All-Star break, we're on a 6-4 run, straight up and against the number. They won their last two, and we got them winning by 5 tonight, 118 to 113. And now I got to go see how Sacramento, that was a road game or a home game last night. And survey says, let's get to the REM report, and it's going to tell us right here. And that Sacramento game was at home. There you go. It was at home against the Portland Trail Blazers, so 133-116 was the final. So a big win for the Kings, and should be an interesting matchup tonight in LA. All right, let's get to now that we can sleep well at night, knowing that Sacramento played at home last night. The NBA 80% club stats, and this is a good one here on the Golden State Warriors. Anytime the Warriors are a 7 to 9.5 point home favorite, totals more than 220 the last 3 years. They are 19-1 straight up. So that's your stat of the day, courtesy of the REM report right here at atsstats.com. And let's get to that game I was just showing you there between Cleveland and Atlanta. Cleveland coming off a tough loss last night. Now what you're looking at here is the full REM report. And if you go to the website, you can get the REM report light version. You go to NBA, go to free NBA stats. And what you get in the full detailed REM report, you get the forecast, the last 10 games, the VI, which stands for value index. You want to compare our line to the bookmaker's line to see if your line's valued or overvalued. The chances of winning, the chance of covering the spread. Also, 73% for the Cavaliers tonight. But the one thing with the Cavaliers, they're not too good on the road. In fact, 13-17 on the road, 25-7 at home. And in their last 10 head-to-head meetings against the Atlanta Hawks, you can see on the road they're 5-5 straight up, 4-6 against the number, but 70% of those games have gone over the total. But here's the law of average kicking right back at us. In the last 10 head-to-head meetings, either in Cleveland or Atlanta, 70% of the games went under. So pick your poison right here, and let's take a look at some of the other stats and trends. You get all the last 10 games and the last 7 head-to-head meetings. The market analysis of the favorites, underdogs, but you want to check out that article on the front page here today. And this is a section I do like here too. It tells you what the some of the stats and trends. So for example, any NBA team that's on the road this year and the total is 225.5, the over 18-7, and that's the pearls you get here at the REM report. Check it out, atsstats.com. Check it, and if you want to kick the tires on the free version, go to free NBA stats, and you'll get the free version right here. Speaking of value, now in the REM report, we talk about teams, A, B, and C type teams, right? Teams are tier 1 teams, your alphas. Those are teams with a 60 or higher win percentage. Teams that are B, 50 to 59.9. And C-type teams, those are teams below 500. And if you go to the tools and the value report, and you go to NBA, and you click the tab favorites or underdogs, and this is how you can see if the team is valued or overvalued, or depending on your margin of error, fair market value, right? So for example, I'll give you an example on tonight's game between Cleveland and the Atlanta Hawks. So when Atlanta's at home as a favorite against A-type teams like the Cleveland Cavaliers, you can see Atlanta. Let's bring up the Atlanta tab right here. C-type team. At home against those A-type teams, the average line is -7. So tonight they're -1. So that tells me that, normally they're -7 and you're getting -1 tonight. So you can see that they're a bit undervalued tonight, which maybe puts a lot of, not pressure, but respect on the Cleveland Cavaliers, because when the Cavaliers are on the road, so let's go to Cleveland as an underdog. And when Cleveland's on the road against the C-type teams, the line's 1. So you see, nothing changes for the Cleveland Cavaliers, but the line from a market psychology point of view does change for the Atlanta Hawks, right? They go from being a -7 to a -1. So read into that what you want, but I think that if you're playing Atlanta tonight, you're getting a lot of value at -1. But the thing I'll recommend is just take the money line. All right, let's get to your top 25 sports betting options, and there they are. Atlanta -1 against Cleveland. Neutral 27 days. That just means they're 4-3, 3-4 in the last 7. Strength of schedule last 7 is 49% against those A-type teams at home. Not a great record. 25% of winning those games straight up. So maybe you pass on that game. And sometimes I say it all the time in these shows. Sometimes the best bet you make, the best pick you make, is the one you don't make. And they're coming off a 2 ATS loss, 15-12 at home. -3.67 on the daily market value index. This is what we have from a general daily market index, what they're worth on the markets today for February 24th. And they got a 68% chance of winning tonight, so that's a pretty good cal right there. All right, there you have it. That is the NBA betting show today for a friendly Friday. Hoo-ha, the weekend's here, and hopefully you guys have a great weekend. We'll see you back here on a Cash Out Monday. Hopefully you guys cashed out over the weekend. Cheers.